Hello, hello, friends. Long time no see. I know it's been crazy. But I wanted to hop on because I am still the number one question I'm getting is just a full face. So you'll see in my last video, I did this quick look. It took me like 5 minutes. I was actually listening to a conference call while I was doing it. So now I'm gonna do sort of my second top question I get. Eyebrows and quick eyes. So as you see right now, I have my brightening highlight on, my regular highlight, my contour, and my blush, lip and cheek. So this is just sort of my base look. So I'm actually gonna do my eyebrows two ways because again, I've gotten this question a lot. I have used this Brow Power for, gosh, probably 4 years. I love this. It's easy for me. But I've also started using my little spoolie end, and I'll pop the name of this brush. I cannot think of it offhand, and using just a dark shadow. So I'll show you sort of like the difference in the two, and you can let me know what works for you. I just get it at Ulta. You can also get it at Sephora. I'm sure you can get it on Amazon. It is the Universal Taupe. So it pretty much goes with anybody. They also do have colors. So if you're more comfortable with that, you can do that as well. And then I'm going to show you, like I said, a really quick eye tutorial just for sort of an everyday look. And then sort of how I pop some color into my top waterline just to make my eyelashes look a little thicker. And then the mascaras I use because that is another huge question I get. So here we go. So when you do your brows, you're just going to take from this corner and you sort of want to start where the corner of your eye starts. So here, and this one I'll actually go out a bit more because I like a little bit of just a longer look. And then you're going to take that same kind of a parallel line, bring it down to your arch, and then down to this corner of your eye. Okay, and then you're going to want to fill that in between. And here's where I take and I actually flick up. So that it gives more of a natural sort of look than just a dark. So just like that. Darken this a little bit. And then I take and just sort of, okay, so there's one. Oh, doesn't it? It's amazing what having a good filled brow does for your face and your makeup, guys. I know I've told so many of you this, but it's amazing. So if you haven't done eyebrows before, don't be scared of it. They like, it's such an impact. Even when I'm not wearing much makeup, I draw in my brows, and I put on mascara. Those are the two things that I pretty much don't walk out the door, without doing. So, okay, this color is Trust. And this is the color that works great for me. It's actually pretty universal too. So if you're interested, let me know. And again, the spoolie end brush, I'm going to take this edged. Sorry if you can see it. So it's just a little edge. And I'm going to dip lightly in. And then I'm going to start the same way. So that bottom, I'm coming in the top to my arch, straight down, Then I'm going to take and sort of, oops. And that's the thing, guys. You like, yes, it'll take you a few times to get sort of comfortable, but it is so easy. I promise you, no matter what. I know y'all are watching this, or a few of you are, and like, oh, no way. I'm going to look like, crazy drawn on brow person. I promise you, once you do it a few times, it's no biggie at all. Okay. A little more. And I know this looks, on camera like it's taking a bit, but it takes me maybe 2 minutes normally. Okay. So, and then I'm going to crisp this up just here. I'm going to take this. And like I said, if you get a little bit too, it's okay. It's all fixable. Okay. And remember too, ladies, that you do have one brow that is a little lower than the other. So don't like sit and focus on it. I promise. Once you get your eyeshadow on, you won't. No one will even. Woo! Got some Texas hair today. Love it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take, if you have mascara brushes for eyes, great. If you don't, great. If you're interested in hearing about the brushes I'm using, I'll go ahead and tag them in the video, but feel free to reach out and I can tell you why I use each one. So I am just gonna take the color Pup. It's like one of my favorite colors, and I'm gonna just put it all over my lid. All the way up to my brow. And again, it's just a nice nude color that just sort of gives you a good base. Okay. Then I'm gonna go in with the color Peppa. It's like a sort of a shimmery, kind of a peachy pink. And I love it for this time of year. When it's, in Texas, it's still 90 degrees. But it can give you a cute fall look too. So I'm just going all over my lid and a little past because I have big eyes, so I like to sort of come out past my eye a little bit. I also have mine are hooded, which means that my lid kind of retracts into my brow area. So you want to make sure that you go up over your lid if your lid is similar to mine. Okay. And then same thing on the other side. Just windshield wiper motion all over the lid. And like I said, going a little heavier with your eye open right above the crease. Okay, so there's that, nice and subtle. And then we're gonna take and darken it up a little bit by using the color Cocoa. I love this color. It's sort of a crazy, I know right here it looks brown, so you can't really tell, but it's almost like a purpley based brown. So Cocoa. It does really well with the pinks. So like Mama, Peppa, and then again, any of your pink or purples. I think it does a really great job in your crease. So I'm going to take it, dip, dip, and then I'm just going to go into this creased area. And if you have the hooded eyes, go a little above as well. And then I'm going to take it and I'm actually going to go under my bottom lash line too. Okay, the other side. Love how it just makes a little bit of an impact, but you don't feel like you're like wearing a ton of eyeshadow, because that's honestly, like, I love it for when I go out. I do. I love a big eye, but like for work and just regular everyday, I'm just not a huge eyeshadow wearer. So if that's you, no problem. Find like one color, and you don't even have to do this second. This is just for a little more impact, for maybe a date day, or even your everyday, whatever you're into. But I can absolutely help you find a color that works for your skin tone. That's an easy, just all over the lid, call it done. All over the lid, some mascara, and call it done. That's like my daily go-to. And I use Pup as my everyday, just to make it look like I attempted. And now, guys, I'm just making sure everything is blended and even. And there you go. Super easy. Like I said, I love the underneath. Like if I teach you nothing else today, it's that is so impactful. Putting that little bit of your darker color underneath your lash line on the bottom. Not so much that you look like you got punched in the face, but just a little bit, and it kicks up the look a lot. Okay. So then I'm going to go over here. I got this out of a, one of the beauty little bags, probably 2 years ago. So, but what I love about this, and again, I have big eyes, but it works really well for most anybody, is I am just going to do the top waterline. I don't do anything on the bottom. No, guys, if you use too much liner on top and bottom, it's actually going to close your eye. So this also on top makes your lashes on top look thicker. So anyway, here we go. I'm sorry if people freak out with things close to your eye. Don't watch. Moving my contact around. Okay. So there's that. Okay, and now we're going to go in with mascara. And there are two kinds that I am loving right now, and I am a drugstore mascara crazed lunatic. So I love the Voluminous Lash Paradise primer and the Blackest Black. So I love this set together, but I also love the primer with the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift. So that's been my sort of go-to for the last several weeks. Both probably $7-ish at the store, so not a ton. Okay, and I'm going to use this little mirror just so I get it right. And guys, one of my biggest pet peeves, you don't have to agree, is I take time on my lashes. I always have. I don't like clumpy. I like them lengthened, and I always work out this way. So obviously in here straight up, but you want to work your outer lash line, top and bottom, kind of out. And it's crazy how much it opens your eyes. Okay. And I do tend to just put primer on the top. I don't really need it on bottom. But a good primer is so great because it just, again, it thickens your lashes. Okay, and I give it just a few seconds. Looks crazy with white. Okay, and then I'm gonna just go right on top. And so just nice and start right at your lash line and pull up. Right at your lash line and pull up. And this just makes sure that you don't have clumping. And then I always use the end. And like I said, I kick out those at the corner. And then just a little bit on bottom. You definitely don't want a lot, and you don't want to make that like mascara shadow where it looks like you've been crying. So just kick it out just like that. And like, look at the difference. Isn't that crazy? Just I love. Eyelashes are like the coolest thing, or mascara being invented was like the coolest thing. So again, just, oh, so good. Love this mascara. And careful with that second coat, if you do any at all, and just because that's where you get into trouble with them sticking. So make sure it's dry enough before you do the second coat. And if you see that it's still not, just stop. Because like I said, it is so hard when they start to spider together to get them to separate. Okay. So we're done there. Now I'm gonna do a little illuminator. Excuse my, like, not used to these shirts that sort of hang off the side. Oh, that's my dog. Bless you. Bless you, Rory. Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna do, let's see, what am I using? Rose gold. And then I just take an old beauty blender and kind of wipe it, and then just, oh yeah. So see that? Just a little brightening of the top of my cheekbone. Try not to go too crazy, especially if you have mature skin, because you don't want that shine and sheen to bring attention to areas that maybe a little more, well, let's say, like, I don't want to come in here because that's where my wrinkles are, right? So I stay away from this area. You just want to highlight that top area of your cheek. I do down the bridge of my nose and sort of here. I like on my little Cupid's bow area. And then sometimes I'll even do just the top of my brow. And now this won't be super noticeable on camera, but it's more like when you get in the sun. It does so much. So I'm loving this look. Like I said, this is an everyday sort of easy look. If you are feeling shiny, which I'm oily, it is what it is. You can also take a little bit of your powder, your pressed powder, and you can either bake, which I'll do while I'm talking, and bake. Still, it's such a funny, like, but so it just means you're putting an excess amount on to kind of sit there. And I just do my kind of T-zone area. And I normally do this when I'm not on video, while like after I've done my makeup, but while I'm doing my brows, so it has time to sit. And this really helps with shine and oil. And then you're also going to want to use a stay spray. And again, the thing about mascara is it's amazing stuff. But if you were oily before mascara, you're still oily. You know, our genetic makeup is all, you know, some people are oily, some people are super dry, some people are in between. These are creams, so they can add sheen to someone who is already oily, like myself. So you definitely, like I said, want to make sure and use some powder and set your makeup. So like I said, I'll wipe this off in a few minutes, or in a few seconds, excuse me. So I'm just going to take the other end of my brush here. Oh, I'm messing with my hair. And then I'm just going to... This is a translucent powder, but you will notice that it does, even though it's translucent, it sort of takes some of the color. So if you've gotten too far into your lip and cheek, then feel free to just go back and kind of tap using the brush you used to put it on. And then we're back in business. And then last thing is lips. And if y'all have watched, I know most of you have seen my videos, but I like to contour under. Gives the illusion of bigger lips. And mine are so thin, especially top. And I don't go all the way down. I just do sort of that Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of Sadie and Nude. And there you have it. A quick look. Like I said, not on camera. This takes me no time at all. Obviously talking through each thing took a little longer. Oh, this shirt. Okay. But I hope you guys like it. Here's the finished product. Feel free to wear a darker lip with this. When you don't have much on the eye, it's a great time to pop with different colors on your lips. Obviously, you want more of a nude or just a more gentle color if you're going to have a lot on your eyes. Both can be sort of distracting of one or the other. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I've missed you guys. Feel free to reach out with any questions. If you need a color match, fill out the form that's in my bio, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Bye.